Now, under Article 11 of the Constitution, public officers are accountable to the people. Diba? That's why may impeachment. Okay? Ano ang impeachment? Sabi ni George Hamilton, kailan lang ito? 1755 siya pinanganak. Kailan lang yan? One of the founding fathers of the United States of America, a method of national inquest into the conduct of public men. Ano ba yung inquest? Aba, inimbestigahan natin yung conduct ng public men. Ba't tayo interesado? Aba, tayo nagpapasweldo sa kanila. Diba? So, impeachment is the process by which a legislative body addresses charges against a government official, which in our case, we identified in our Constitution the officials who can be removed by impeachment. Okay? Liwanag yan. Sabi ni Arab, I have never been impeached in my life. Ha? I've been red, black, or blue, but never impeached. Okay? Under Article 11, Section 2 that you have seen earlier, the following are impeachable official: President, Vice President, so dalawa na yan. Members of the Supreme Court, 15 yan. Ha? Nasampulan na yan kay Justice Corona. Members of the Constitutional Commission, abay 13 yan. 3 sa Civil Service, 3 sa COA, 7 sa COMELEC. And the Ombudsman. Take note na ang Ombudsman na impeachable is only the Ombudsman. The Deputy Ombudsman, kahit marami Ombudsman pa rin, kasi ang Ombudsman ay borrowed term. Mamaya, discuss natin. Hindi porke babae yung Ombudsman, Ombudswoman. Hindi pwede yun. Ombudsman pa rin. Okay. So, Francisco versus House of Representatives. Yung Ombudsman lamang ang impeachable. Okay? Now, what are the grounds for impeachment? Culpable violation of the Constitution, treason, bribery. Of course, treason is a war crime. Kung walang gera, walang treason. Okay? Graft and corruption, other high crimes, betrayal of public trust. Okay? How is impeachment started? Tayo, palaging may impeachment sa Pilipinas, di ba? Lahat na lang yata ng si Pinoy parang may impeachment na impeach ba? Hindi naman. Ano? Si Gloria Arroyo hindi naman na-impeach. Si Erap lang. Duterte has been the subject of an impeachment complaint way back 2017. Problem was, hindi nagtagumpay. Papatliwanag natin. Bakit? Now, how is it commenced? The House of Representatives must commence it. Or, if it is filed by a private citizen or a taxpayer, it must be sponsored or endorsed by at least one member of the House. In the absence of such endorsement, then it cannot prosper. Okay? So kailangan natin yung boto ng 1/3 of all the members of the House of Representatives. Okay? The impeachment proceeding is not a single act, sabi ng Korte Suprema. It is a complexus of acts consisting of a beginning, a middle, and an end. The end is the transmittal of the articles of impeachment to the Senate. So yun yung end na. The middle consists of deliberative moments leading to the formulation of the articles of impeachment. Na pagka ito ay in-endorse doon sa Committee on Justice, nagde-deliberation sila, that's the middle point. And the beginning is the initiation or the filing and referral to the Committee on Justice. So these are the 3 stages in the impeachment proceeding. Okay? So, ang tanong, kailan ba yung initiation in 1 year? Don't worry, malapit-lapit na tayo sa katotohanan. At idinagdag ko lang ito, bagamat alam ko na I hope na-discuss na sa ibang topics, But for the sake of our accountability of public officers, kaya ko isinama ito. No? So, now, according to Francisco versus House of Representatives, ito yung impeachment ni Justice Hilario Davide. Kaya sabi nila, si Justice Davide, nung inappoint ni President Ramos, ay hindi senior. He was not the most senior. So, violation ng tradisyon na yung most senior ang nagiging Chief Justice. Kasi pangalan pa lang daw Hilario Davide Jr. So hindi siya senior. Okay. So having concluded the initiation takes place by the act of filing of the impeachment complaint and referral to the House Committee on Justice, the initial action taken thereon, the meaning of Section 3, Paragraph 5, Article 11 becomes clear. So kasi dito, dalawa yung impeachment. Hindi ka po pwedeng, a public officer, impeachable official, cannot be the subject of 2 impeachment complaints kasi 1 impeachment complaint lang per year. So kailan nagsisimula yung 1 year? Sabi niyan, initiated in 1 year. Ano? So once an impeachment complaint has been initiated in the foregoing manner, another may not be filed against the same official within 1 year period. Okay? So kailan nga nagsisimula yung initiation? From the moment na i-file ito at inirefer sa Committee on Justice. So matatakbo na yung 1 year period. Maliwanag. At kapag ka nagkaroon ka ng 1/3 vote, 1/3 vote lang, 1/3 lang doon sa House, impeach na yung tao, the articles of impeachment will now be forwarded to the Senate. So Erap was impeached. Hindi lang nagkaroon ng judgment. Justice Corona was impeached kasi nakakuha ng 2/3 sa Senado. At ito po yung boto, no? Ang hindi bumoto sa impeachment ni Justice Corona ay si Joker Arroyo, Bongbong Marcos dahil senador siya at the time, and Miriam Santiago. The rest of the 20 voted in favor of the impeachment of Justice Corona. Bakit 23? Kasi yung isang senador, Benigno Aquino, ay naging Pangulo. Okay? Now, in Section 3, judgment in all cases of impeachment shall not extend further than the removal from office. In other words, hindi ang parusa lang talaga sa impeachment ay tatanggalin ka sa pwesto. What? Yung mga ebidensya ay dadalhin sa Ombudsman and the Ombudsman will be the one to file it in the proper court. Well, in this case, Sandiganbayan. Kasi ang jurisdiction ng Sandiganbayan, alam natin pare-pareho, ay for graft and corruption cases involving government officials and sometimes private individuals, pero pag public officials, the salary grade must be 27 or higher. Okay? So, Ombudsman. Dati ang tawag Tanod Bayan, pero parang barangay lang ang dating, so tinawag ng konstitusyon natin na Ombudsman. A term from Sweden, ang ibig sabihin ay public defender. Ay hindi pwede maging public defender ang tawag kasi may public attorney's office ka na. So hiniram natin yung terminolohiya, kaya tawagin nating ombudsman kahit siya pa ay babae nung panahon ni Justice Conchita Carpio Morales. Okay, so meron siyang deputy for Luzon, may overall deputy muna. Then deputy for Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and deputy for military establishment. Now they are also appointed by the President upon the recommendation of the Judicial and Bar Council. Now, ano ang qualifications? Ito po, natural-born citizen of the Philippines at the time of appointment at least 40 years old, member of the bar, at hindi po natalong kandidato. Siyempre, si Ombudsman Martires, dating justice ng Sandiganbayan, justice din ng Korte Suprema, saka in-appoint na ombudsman. Now, in the case of Estrada versus Desierto, anyway, yung duties ng ombudsman ay mag-imbestiga. At yan ang mag-file ng mga kaso laban sa mga tiwaling opisyal. Yan ang tagabantay ng bayan, investigador ng bayan. Okay? In the case of Estrada versus Desierto, the remedy of aggrieved parties from a resolution of the Office of Ombudsman finding probable cause in criminal action, criminal cases, or non-administrative cases when tainted with grave abuse of discretion is to file an original action for certiorari with this court and not with the Court of Appeals. So saan nyo iaapila ang desisyon ng Sandiganbayan? Pagka criminal cases, hindi Sandiganbayan, kundi ombudsman, sorry. Ombudsman. Where do you appeal the decision of the ombudsman? The court said, in criminal cases, may probable cause mag-file ka ng petition for certiorari, Rule 65, sa Supreme Court, hindi sa Court of Appeals. Okay? Now, in cases where the aggrieved party is questioning the office of the Ombudsman for lack of probable cause, as in this case, there is likewise the remedy of Rule 65 to the Supreme Court, not to the Court of Appeals. Bakit yan ang sinasabi? Kasi ang desisyon ng Ombudsman sa mga administrative cases ay hindi ididiretso sa Supreme Court kundi sa Court of Appeals. Pero desisyon ng Ombudsman in criminal cases, finding probable cause, certiorari tayo sa Supreme Court under Rule 65. Okay. So in the case of Viuda de Ventura, the Court of Appeals has jurisdiction over orders, directives, and decision of the Office of the Ombudsman in administrative disciplinary cases only. Maliwanag, di ba? It cannot therefore review orders, directives, or decisions of the Office of the Ombudsman in criminal or non-administrative cases. So maliwanag ang appeal from Ombudsman. Criminal cases finding probable cause, certiorari Rule 65, Supreme Court. For administrative cases, you appeal to the Court of Appeals. Now, in the case of Gatchalian versus Ombudsman, ang sabi ng Korte Suprema, the Court thus held that appeals from the decision of the Office of the Ombudsman in administrative disciplinary cases should be taken to the Court of Appeals under the provision of Rule 43. Therefore, idiniklara na unconstitutional yung Section 27 of the Ombudsman Act, Republic Act 6770, kasi ang sabi doon, magsicertiorari ka sa Supreme Court 10 days from receipt of the written notice. Which according to the court, hindi po pwede yan kasi pag administrative, matagal ng desisyon ng korte yan, Court of Appeals. Ang Supreme Court, pag criminal. Okay? So Section 27 of the Ombudsman Act, Republic Act 6770, is now unconstitutional. Tinadagdagan mo ng trabaho ang Korte Suprema eh. Okay? In the case of Ombudsman versus Pakuribot, the Ombudsman's decision imposing the penalty of suspension for 1 year is immediately executory, even pending appeal. Okay? Administrative case yan, suspension lamang. It cannot be stayed by the mere filing of an appeal to the Court of Appeals. Okay? So maliwanag yan. Ha? At matatagpuan niyo yan dito sa Constitutional Law 1, pangalan natin yung author, Constitutional Law 2, and Bill of Rights. Wala, naulit. No. At may labor din tayo. May 2021 edition itong Public International Law. So baka gusto nyong basahin, you are free to go to Rex Bookstore. Hindi lang free yung libro. Kailangan bayaran. Okay? At tandaan natin itong sinabi ni Ronald Reagan, isang dating presidente ng United States of America, dating aktor, the greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He is the one that got away. Hindi yun. The one that got away, hindi yan. He is the one that gets the people to do the greatest things. In other words, ikaw ang nagli-lead at hindi ikaw ang gumagawa. So let your people do it. Ay kaya pala mayroong delegation. Ano? Okay? So, I wish you all the luck in your bar exam and for other things that you may plan to do. At one thing that I would like to remind you, stay calm. At huwag masyadong magpanic. It's just bar exam. You can do it. If it is for you, it's for you. Diba? So, if it is the will of God, walang makakahadlang dyan. That's why, let us ask God if it is His will for all of us. So maraming salamat sa inyong pakikinig. Kasi hanawa kayo ng dakilang lumikha. Stay safe, stay alive, and see you during the oath taking.